Hey guys, welcome back to the Big Build. Over 16 build episodes, we're making this. Today we're connecting the narrow gauge railway to the main freight line. Now there's a track, which will run straight through here. That eventually gets back to the main line, but for now it's separate. On one side it connects just before Newtown. On the other, it will connect probably at the next town. So we'll sort of keep it separate until then. But right now, as you can see, we're actually connecting a few extra lines up. A bit more track. More track the better. Now this is about where the station will be, the connection. These are freight invisible stations. You can set them to receive and you can set them to reduce goods. So what we can do is simulate something being delivered from the narrow gauge railway, and then we can simulate it then going on to the main railway. It's a bit of a faff doing it, if I'm honest, but it's just about doable. Right, so this is actually the main railway here, the main line. Well, the freight line. So I run it up to Newtown, but I've not done much else with it. You'll see bits of it made this side, but you're gonna, on the last build episode, on the other side, you're going to see quite a bit of the other side, just outside here being built. Don't ask me why I thought 3 lines here, but why not? The initial idea was one was going to be a bypass for the platform, so if you're parked there, then you got trains can actually get by. But I thought an extra one. And of course, it didn't want to change. Delete it. That's it. Put another one in. Now they're meant to change. Yeah, we see it change then to whatever track you're actually using with it. Sometimes they don't. I think if you already change them once and then try and change them again, they have a little bit of a problem. Yeah, initially I was going to do this, but we do change it up a bit. What I decide to do is add a bypass in, so there'll be a couple of platforms for the main freight line, and then a bypass around it, so if there is something in, you can still get round. Same thing as I mentioned in the other episode, I'd like to add a station here, an invisible station here, but heights can't adjust the height, unfortunately, so not possible here. You'll just have to pretend. It's a nice arc, isn't it? At this point I'm thinking I can't actually get onto the platform from that side. That was smart, wasn't it? Right, so yeah, you can see I've moved it across now. Another platform in between. just to make sure we can do that beforehand. And then we're going to go across. I'm creating a bit of a maze here. So it's possible to stop both now, and then the main line will have another line going to the left, well, to the right from the way we're looking. Now this has to go back across again. Now what I don't like about this is there's no waiting area. Same thing, back up onto the narrow gauge again. But why not just put this in first? I think we end up putting a station in there. There's certainly no reason not to have one. Right, so back here again. Now we're going to have a yard up there so we can store some stuff. But we do need to get a couple of roads across. There we go, that one's easy enough. Same thing here, a couple of spline points. Now we're using this wooden one because the roads connect quite nicely to it. There's nothing to do with the track. Look, it just connects basically. Most of these crossings have problems where when you place some road onto it, it just doesn't connect properly. It does push it down like that, but you can pull it back up again, and it's got the least amount of problems that any of the crossings have, this one. Now we'll look at that road to connect there. Now we want to that's kind of the main way through, and then we want some other ways going round. Yeah, kind of like that. Probably have to have two. Yeah, and that one would go back round to the left a bit and then connects back on again. Really at this point with them it's just trying to fill the space. You don't want it uniformed, it wouldn't be square, it wouldn't be sort of... It would be quite... You see how this doesn't connect properly even with this road. This junction will play, we'll mess around with this a little bit. Because we're going to extend it to the right a bit more actually, this road. So we're going to place a junction in here. But this was the first idea, that we will move the road around this way and then the track will go up that way, but we don't do that. The road continues along a little bit. We're going to have some houses along there. Well, the workers have got to live somewhere, haven't they? Now what are we looking for? There we go, there's a junction. Now we're using that one because the train tracks don't have to go over the curbs. Pretty simple. I think that, yeah, that was another idea. I was going to continue the road up that like there. That was a very short-lived idea. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is now. And it goes back down to the... Eventually go... I think I was going to put a few more factories here at this point. So I edged it back up to that way. But actually, we don't put any more factories to the right there. So the road goes back down to where the water is. And I wanted a viewing point from the main line. If you look from the train, you'll see what I mean on another... Well, when it's done, you'll see it. This track will get changed out. Now, I liked it because it didn't have any anything underneath it. We could just move it down into the earth, do what we wanted with it. But it's a little bit floaty. So, yeah, it gets changed out, but... Hey, don't you think the paint actually makes it? When it's just grass, it's now an industrial area. Even with no buildings there, it's now an industrial area. It looks ugly. Make it a bit more dirty. And that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you press that ding dong bell button, it even tells you when I put more stuff on. See you next time. Cheers and bye bye.